Hi, everybody.
Ooh.
What up?
Hey. What's up?
It's Dan the Answer Man. That is like so perfect for Dan.
Right.
I had to have a hat because everybody else has a hat. Okay, Summers, I see. I use my phone to stream, so I can't look at Instagram right now. But when we get done with the show, I will read your Instagram. I feel weird in this hat.
What kind of fish is that? A Dorado?
No, it's a mahi. So we went fishing.
Okay, gotcha.
When I was pregnant with Dolphin, with Dolphin, when I was pregnant with Dolphin, we went fishing for them. They call them Dolphin too, mahi or Dolphin.
Hey, Dan, I found this in my hat stash going through all my hats after the hazmats and snapbacks. So it was a floppy hat. I love floppy hats, so I just kept it.
Yeah, Brad was trying on all the visors. So, thank you, Funky Fluffy, for that super chat. Where are you at? I see it's not American dollars.
He's in the UK.
Troy. Oh, UK. Perfect. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I appreciate it. I will go ahead. We'll let our guests. We have Nate and Anthony. If you guys don't know them, they have. It's mostly morning show that you guys do, right? Yeah, yep. They have a morning show. I've been like MIA off of YouTube for like the last week or so because I was overwhelmed. That's why I gave away. I was telling the guys I gave away 2 truckloads of stuff earlier. I probably have more. I'm just overwhelmed and need to get rid of some of this stuff because it's just too much. So I organized my desk, I organized my space, and yeah, so I've been off YouTube just trying to get everything. There's just too much stuff.
Richard, what's up?
So yeah, so Nate, Anthony, go ahead, introduce yourselves. I do have links to everybody's channels in the description if you guys aren't subbed to them, so you can subscribe. So I'll let them introduce themselves and tell you about themselves.
Sure. My name is Anthony, and my YouTube channel is Picksburgh. I do a lot of yard sale and thrifting videos, stuff like that. And I also co-host the morning show with this bearded guy over here. And it's at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And it rotates back and forth between our channels every day. And tomorrow morning, we actually have Funky Fluffy on as our guest. So
yeah,
pretty awesome.
What's up, everybody? Nate, Everyday I'm Hustlin. I do a little Amazon, a little eBay. Still work for Mr. Burns, who I snuck out there today to be here.
Yes,
and
sir.
I grabbed the occasional Luca or Zion and John Morant from time to time. So.
You probably got more than they have of themselves, dude.
They're more like they're more like I got more pictures of them than they have family photos.
Hey, did you snag them all up like right at the start when they dropped?
No, not exactly, because Rev kind of got Anthony into it, and then I waited a minute, and then I was like, all right, I'm just gonna start buying cards because I collected cards back in the day too, so.
Okay.
I got the feeling to get back into it, and then like it took like a week, and then I just started buying Zion after Zion and Ja and Luca and Trey, and now I got a whole desk of them.
So you're like, I'm not dealing with breaking open the packs. I'm gonna just go direct and buy these guys.
Right. Like I was doing, like the mosaic packs were going for more than. Retail, of course, because people are selling them on eBay and making good money on them, which I can understand because the pandemic, there was a shortage. Yeah. So I actually bought two blasters off of a viewer, gave me a little bit of a deal on it. They made money, and I was happy with it. I pulled the Zion, and from that point on, it was over. I got the Zion fever. So
I bet, man. I bet.
But I figured, like, because the prices were so high, unless it's retail, like I'm getting for retail prices, if I'm paying all that money and I'm not getting a Zion or a Ja, then I might as well buy it because that's what I want anyway. Even though I could get other cards, I'd rather just get the short thing if the price is right, because I do a lot of eBay sniping and stuff. So
Yeah, there you go.
I
I think
climbing
I
under
need
my
to up
desk.
my game over here or something with this bandana thing she got on.
Cass got the.
I got all kinds of things. We just got to keep switching. I have a whole bag. full.
There you go.
I don't know if I have a Mickey one.
I got a little bit of everything. If you can find it in the
I got
bin,
this.
I got it.
Okay. Anthony said, if you guys aren't gonna go regular,
This
I'm
one's
not going
pretty
regular.
good though. This one's good. This is a vintage
I know you got an embarrassing hat down there.
I don't know all the hats.
Oh, the visor.
Tell you what, I'll even go to the place with the mouse.
There's that one.
With the mouse.
That one's crazy. The colors.
Somewhere my wife is very happy.
Hey, was that a visor?
Yeah, these are so all the hats that aren't washing got listed, and we have the visors here. So I have a bag full of visors next to me.
Visors.
But it's all visors. I think that thing I had on my head is actually like a neck thing. Is it?
Like
a C neck thing? You know what I mean? Like a neck warmer. I think that's what it is. I don't think it's
in these times it could be a face mask.
Face
oh
mask,
yeah, I should promote it that way. So yeah, we got I have a lot more hats, but they have to be washed. And I think my washing machine just broke.
How'd that happen? Well, how long have you had it?
A couple of years, so. And we bought it used, so I'll probably actually give in and like buy a new one.
Yeah,
that's what we did.
It's probably best just to buy a whole new set, because by the time you get somebody out there to try to repair it after
I don't
parts
do that.
and labor and
I
all that
like
stuff,
just toss them and get another used one, but they normally last like a year or two. But I'd probably be better to buy a new one. I like it sounds like a dying. I don't know, what does it sound like? Since we bought it, it's like, like it's crazy.
Damn,
you don't wash your hats in the dishwasher with the like a little hat cap thing that they have?
So some of them I like Spot did, but then I had a bunch of like soft cloth ones, like vintage, like that thin, like just fabric. They're not like formed. They're really soft. And those I toss. Like the bills aren't even solid on them. They're like Bahamas, like tourist hats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
that makes sense.
A lot of times, like I got so many hats.
Brad said he washes them in the jet tub. His hats.
Anthony might wash his in the occasional jacuzzi.
I just resell them legs and all. No, I'm just kidding. You gotta be careful, especially if you're sourcing from like the bins or something like that. You never know. You never know where those hats have been.
These hats were almost all pristine. Like if you see this Oakley, it's crazy. They're like new.
It looks fresh.
But I think like one lot of them, I feel like it was like on the bottom of his closet, like it all had a layer of dust on them. Just one. I bought 4 lots and only one lot had dust on it. The rest were immaculate. But
hey, can you guys help me out?
Richard's right. He said buy it from the business and write it off. I could do that.
Time out real quick.
The benefits.
Time out real quick. So, okay, so when I'm looking at our live on the computer, on my computer,
right?
My picture, my section of the video, like Nate and Anthony, looks clear. Kat, you're not as clear as them, but you're a lot more clear than mine. Mine is coming in like damn near pixelated. But on here, on the actual StreamYard thing, mine looks clear. So
you look pixelated on my phone and on my screen.
See, I don't know what's going on. What do you think that could be?
Maybe the internet, which is crazy because my internet's got to be worse.
Yeah.
Might be just the setting, maybe.
The what?
You said on the StreamYard, you're on YouTube or the StreamYard, and you said you're coming in not clear.
On YouTube, I'm not coming in clear. But everyone else is.
Your setting might be check your quality. There should be a little button that looks like a gear at the bottom of your screen.
On StreamYard?
Oh, the cam mic thing?
Right. Oh, on StreamYard, never. Okay, never mind. I thought you were talking about on. You mean like on the actual YouTube? You know how you could change like the picture quality, like if you wanted to say like, say your internet's bad and you want to go to like 24
And he's gone.
240p.
Or you can just leave, Calvin, whatever. He's coming back. Yes,
It's like, you're trying to fix me, I'll fix you.
All of the guys were wearing hats, and I just happened to have a bag full of visors that I was listing. Well, my husband's taking pictures. I was listing.
Okay. Kat, here's the next question. Sorry, just on that subject before we go, I'm trying to figure it out.
No,
are you using your front camera or your rear camera?
My front camera.
Okay, yeah. Jeez.
Are you using your front too?
Yeah, I'm using my front. I don't know. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Go see Daddy.
What kind of phone are you using?
I got the Android. I got the Samsung S10.
We both have the same phone.
Okay.
Well, I have the Plus, but we have the same phone.
Yeah, they have good cameras. So
how are you able to run StreamYard through the phone?
You can't. So I have my computer on next to me, and I'm not signed in on my computer, but I sign in as a guest on my phone. So I put myself in the stream because my internet's too slow to run it from the desktop. It runs better directly from the phone.
Well, no,
I stream. Like I control it on the computer, but I'm streaming from my phone.
They just added that, or going to be adding. You can go live on StreamYard, and the host can be mobile.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's actually more reliable for streaming right now than my computer is. That's
that is definitely true. Yeah, so I think Tommy Bernard was talking about that last night. I was watching his show, and that would be like if we did any like the stuff we were talking about, like different challenges where we're live and doing stuff. Like we'd have to have one of us be live unless we had someone like basically DJing for us, like on the YouTube side,
running it,
like running our YouTube, and then I'm just a guest on on a guest account. So
that's the only hard thing. I had to figure it out because it was horrible running it from my laptop or my computer. It's still not great from my phone, but it's a lot better than it was. I just want to say hi, everybody. Again, we got 40 people hanging out. I appreciate everybody coming to hang out. I know I showed Calvin, but I don't know how many people saw this on my Instagram. I'm still like floored at this, so I got to show you guys. This basket, you see this? Like you see these at yard sales all the time for like $1, right? Just a basket sold for $37 plus 40 shipping in 2 hours from listing it.
40 shipping.
I have a good row right by my house that has literally an entire row of nothing but stuff like that.
So it's like this herb thing.
Yeah.
Because they call them like flower gathering or herb gathering. Even the little ones sell for like $20, and it looks like a decent sell-through rate. And I was gonna give them away because I was giving away the truckloads of stuff today, and I'm like, let me just look up this basket. And I was like, whoa! So I listed them. I have 5, and that one's sold in like they didn't even offer. I had best offer on. They didn't even send me an offer. They didn't offer. And it's high shipping because it's over 12 by 12, so it's going to be an oversized box because you can't squish a basket. Like that one's like 16 by 14 or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to freaking limit myself or control myself when I'm outsourcing, because obviously I have a lot more confidence in looking at glass and seeing what glass is valuable. But I'm starting to buy too much of it now. And now I'm just like, Are you starting to buy too much that you're getting stuff that's not worth money? Or what? No, I'm starting to buy too much glass that I feel comfortable in just even selling. Not because it's not valuable, but I just know, like, I know it's valuable, but I don't want to list that type of stuff, Did
you change the stinky boy?
And ship it. Shipping is probably one of the biggest reasons why. It's not horrible, but you know.
That's why I
think I
like
need
listing single stuff though. Like I don't get these people listing like 40 and 50 piece sets. Like the only big set that I sold to China, they paid $500. Like I'm gonna make a lot of money if I'm gonna and I had to ship in like 3 boxes, but shipping like 2 or 3 plates, it goes in the free number 7 priority box. You just bubble wrap it up and you're done. And I haven't had any break, but that's why I don't like selling like multiple pieces together. I break it down. Like here, buy 1 plate, you know?
Yeah, I think that's key. And then I think if I do, I'm gonna limit myself for a while. More than likely. Not 100%, but
or on everything.
Not on glass in totality, but just I'm only gonna look for Pyrex. If I can't find any like vintage Pyrex, I'm probably just gonna leave glass alone. Because I have enough glass right now that I need to get listed. And I just don't want to be overwhelmed with glass. I don't even know.
Have you showed the glass that you found though? I don't think I've seen you. Like,
no, I got.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't see.
Yeah, anything. I got a few pieces of glass that I've been buying for sure. And so I just got to pump the brakes on a little bit.
Nana makes a good point. She says double box bubble and you're good. I don't do a whole lot of glass, but every time I've done glass, I've just like wrapped the heck out of it, void filled the heck out of it, double boxed it every single time.
Yeah.
I've never had like something break.
Yeah, I used to double boxed when I sold eggs. I used to sell like live chicken eggs. Not double box, but with the glass I don't. Just because I use like Tim has a video. Listen, like he's under my desk and like my tripod fell. He's knocking everything over. So Tim has his like. Did you watch his shipping video, Calvin? Tim over the years has a shipping video on how to pack it, and they do like paper, little bubble wrap, big bubble wrap, and then like the sheet bubble wrap. And I kind of do that, and then I put peanuts like on the bottom and on the sides, and I haven't had any issues because it's hard to find a box that fits in a box without going oversized box, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes
yourself a lot more in shipping.
Yeah, I never had anything break on me because I definitely overpack, but it's kind of like Troy saying it does take because you got to put it in a specific area, like you got to designate a whole area for glass. At least I would like to, because I don't want to mix it in with anything else. Yeah,
but I have shelves, and then I got cheap little wire like mesh shelves from a yard sale. So I put plates under it, and then I can stack it on. It kind of makes more room for them.
Yeah, but I mean,
with me having kids, like there's no way I would want to touch glass. They would
I
literally
have to make
like
sure with everything, like my glass goes up high. I'm like, okay, how far can Dalton reach up? Like I have to put it like higher than that on the shelves. Otherwise, like he's gotten a couple of things, but I see Buffalo's here. Jennifer, thank you for sharing the links for everybody. And like also USPS is great about like, I don't know how much you guys have had to really file claims. I think I've had like 4 in the last year, and they paid out on 3 of 4. The paint one of them they didn't pay out, but I've gotten my money and gotten it pretty fast whenever, as long as the people send a picture of like the box that it was damaged and then it was wrapped in bubble wrap. I haven't had issues.
See, I'd probably be my situation would probably be a little easier because my package just got lost. This is the second one, but this one is officially lost. Like,
if it's lost, they straight give you the money. Plus, they give you the postage you paid. No questions asked.
Do I go there and they'll give it to me, or do I got to do everything
just
online?
File it online. And file it online, and they will pay it out so fast. It has to be over 14 days for priority.
Oh, it's been way over like 20 days.
Yeah, file it. They'll give you your money.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty good about it too, as long as you do it the right way and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that.
think I was. I think I'm 4 for 4. Roughly. I haven't done one in a while, but I think about 4 in the last year. Had no problem. Paid out quick. I think a lot of it is your local post office and who you deal with, and if you know how you know them or whatever. I'm sure, like, once it goes to the website, then it gets passed down to the people at your local one, and then they communicate back and forth, like, is this person someone we have to investigate, or is this someone, I don't know if that's really true, but I have a feeling that that's usually somewhat the case, because, like, I don't know, like, during the pandemic, I went down there and helped the post office and gave them some stuff, and ever since then, like, the last time I did my thing, like, it was like super fast on that versus the time before. So I don't know if there's a little, like, little grease palm made that refund come, or that money come back a little faster.
For sure. It was up in Glass City.
Yeah, man, I gotta get that. I gotta get that claim in, like, immediately before I forget about it, because I'll forget about it.
If you guys were doing sending glass and stuff like that, never send it UPS ever.
No,
they were the worst.
Well, and I think FedEx is really hard to like for claims too. I use USPS for almost all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
just because I know they'll pay out the claims if it breaks. I haven't had much that's really.
I had to deal with I sold something to Macari, and basically, long story short, they said they denied my claim because I had to have 3 inches of void fill on each side, or on the bottom, top. Basically, like, if I'm packing something that should fit in, say, a 9x9x9, then I would need a 12x12x12 box to fit in, because of the amount of void fill, or actually it might be even bigger if it's 3 inches every which way.
Yeah,
3 inches every which way.
I think I heard Tommy say that on his show too, that 3 inches of void fill. And I mean, like, if I'm sending a dinner plate that's 11 inches, I'd end up with like a 16-inch box, which would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, that's their way of being able to, like, almost cover the lost fees or whatever that they're having to pay out. Okay, well, if you want us to cover this, then you're going to pay X amount more fees and dimensions and weight because of more packaging, more, size or whatever else. You're going to pay that out. So this way, okay, we'll pay you now because we're basically paying you with your money, if depending on how much you ship through them, and that ain't right. If you pack that thing solid, I mean, 3 inches is a lot of void fill. Like, that's a lot of void fill. So for you to put that much in and something to break after that, I mean, it should be like nearly impossible unless you're putting in, like, like eggs in a box. Like, that's the only way they have to
try to break that.
Yeah, I mean, like, the pictures that I got from the buyer. Well, I'm sorry, they weren't from the buyer, but the buyer sent the Macari. It showed, like, the corner of the box. It looked like it was just, like, thrown like this on a corner, and it smashed the system. So it wasn't like it was dropped, and because it was barely dropped or whatever, it was damaged. Like, this thing, like almost broke the box, and the corner of the box almost in half.
Yeah.
Did you file the claim, or Mercari filed it? Like, how did that work? I haven't had to file any claims with Mercari before.
That's what's weird. Like, I never had to do anything either. So the buyer was like, "So what are we doing here? Like, am I getting a discount?" I said, "Just file for return," because I knew I had the protection, plus I had, something through Macari. They said guaranteed shipments up to $200. Like, you're supposed to have $200 of insurance through them anytime you use one of their labels. So I'm like, okay, just do that. I'll get paid through Macari, and we'll all get made up, get the the win-win on this. So next you know, I get denied because he filed the thing, and they automatically tell me no on that or whatever. And I'm like, well, why am I getting told no? And they wouldn't talk to me. This is during the pandemic or whatever, so there's no line of communication.
No, Mercari was like that before. Like, Mercari's horrible about responding. The few times I've needed to, they don't answer. They're awful.
Yeah, they're the worst.
You can
I just hit up
customer service number for them though. The only problem is most of the people you talk to don't really like have any like inside information that you would need anyway. You have to like send a lot of that stuff off in like a like query or something like that.
I used eBay for Business on Facebook for the first time, and it went flawless.
Yeah,
like literally,
business is on point.
I got a feedback removed in like an hour.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I messaged them. They messaged me back like 20 minutes after I initially messaged them, and I said, pretty much, somebody left me a negative feedback, and we discussed it after the fact. I gave them a full refund. I told them to keep the product. The reason I was so mad that I got a negative feedback because it was like a $5-6 handheld game, and I was like,
yeah.
I did not want to get a negative feedback on that. So the customer service rep looked at it and they're like, okay, just give us your name, your email account associated to your eBay, zip code, phone number, and we'll take a look at it. And literally like 15 minutes after that, she was like, all right, we took care of it. Is there anything else I can help you with? I was like, no, I appreciate it. And then went on my account, boom, it was gone.
Cajun, I love Mercari too. I'm just saying, like, because most times Mercari runs smooth, and after 3 days they can ask for a refund. But if there is an issue, like somebody swore that I sent them the wrong panties. Like I have one kind I got on a pallet. I don't have another kind to take a picture of, and they sided with me, but like it takes like 3 days for each response. It's like you send a response, you got to wait like 2 or 3 days, and then they'll answer you. And then it takes 2 or 3 days for them to answer you again. And I mean, it went in my favor, and they have the lowest fees out there, like for seller fees, like the 10%. You're not going to really beat that. So I'm definitely not saying like I love Mercari because I don't have many issues. But if you do have an issue, it's going to take a while to resolve.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing that really made me upset too is like, okay, like I basically knew that that sale was a loss. So next thing I know, I log into my account and they ask for my credit card number. And I'm like, why are they asking for my credit card number? So I put it in because it wouldn't let me do anything else until I did that. No, I couldn't buy anything, couldn't do anything. So I put it in. Next thing you know, I see an $18 charge on my credit card. And they made me pay for return shipping to get that ship back to my house. But they gave me option. I told them no. But because I lost the insurance claim or whatever, they automatically sent it back to me or forced me to get it back. So I have this like broken Atari system with all these games and like a whole case for it and everything. So like after that, like I totally like readjusted stuff I did on Mercari. I love Mercari. Their fees are cheap. It's real simple and easy. It's smooth. You know what I mean? Like I even got, I started using Vendu just to cross list all my eBay stuff over. I had some success, but I will not ship UPS with them ever again. Like it's no, like, cause like I told them, I was like, just give me the pictures that the buyer sent you and I'll do the claim through UPS. Let me fight this. And they're like, what's our label? You can't file a claim with our label. So it was dead in the water. So if you are going to do any type of thing with them, you just make sure to buy your own label or use FedEx or UPS.
That's what I was just going to say. You can always do your own label, regardless of whether you use UPS, USPS, or whatever. With Mercari, you can always choose to do that option.
Yeah.
The thing to remember on Mercari, because I found this out from selling cards on there, because I wanted to be able to sell them with stamps, you have to provide a tracking number. That's how Mercari verifies the.
So you can't do like just the envelope for the cheap shipping or whatever.
Exactly. I mean, you could, but you'd still have to buy a tracking number from the post office. So it'd be a little bit cheaper, but not really enough to not charge shipping.
Yeah, it's like $3 though, like the minimum.
No, you can get one of those.
You're saying you get a tracking on the envelope?
Yeah, you can buy one of those 400 labels, and it's like $1. I think $1.05 or $1 plus a stamp, so it'd be like $1.60 versus like you were saying, like almost $3 or maybe even a little bit more, depending on how far it's going compared to where you're at and everything.
Jeez.
So
Real
you're at
quick,
least
Leroy,
saving
I
$1.
want to thank him. Leroy,
Yeah.
thank you for sending the super chat. I saw those shelves you built. He built some awesome shelves. I don't know who they're for. He said it was for another reseller. He built like these big shelves to hold the bins,
Damn.
like
That's awesome.
3 or 4 bins high today.
Nice.
Summers, to get paid on Mercari, you have to request it transferred to your bank. So if you haven't requested the payment be sent to you, you're not going to get it ever. They'll just leave it in your
Oh.
balance.
Yeah.
So you got to request it to come out.
But as far as it being put into your balance, so like you could either spend it on Mercari or send it to your bank account. From the time the person receives the item, there's 3 days for them to accept it and rate you. And if they don't, after 3 days, the sale's like final and you get your money.
So she's saying it looks like she asked for it, but it's been a week. The longest I think it's taken me is like 4 business days. It does take a little while to process before it goes into your account. It's not like overnight, but I would message and ask them if it's been a week. There haven't been any holidays this past week or so.
Yeah, like Tracy says, she said, Summer, check your banking info too. That it could be you might have mistyped in a number or anything like that too. But yeah, it usually takes depend on your bank, like 5 days to a week or whatever. So it might be coming here tomorrow or maybe even tonight or something like that. But it has a lot to do with your banking, how fast they are with transactions and if the weekend is around.
Yeah. So how many of you guys and Kat are ready for the new payment system that's getting ready to take place here? Like, I know I have to change over by July 15th. They're like forcing me.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a message yet, and I think like the bigger sellers, they're letting like we can wait longer. I think I haven't gotten it.
It might be that, and it might be what it also could be. What I just thought about was like your tenure, because you've been on there for so long. Like you're kind of like grandfathered in almost. Maybe they're not forcing the issue on you.
But they didn't make me do it on my Nurse Flipper store that I opened when my eBay account was restricted. They didn't make me go to manage payments on that one either. And I only have like 15 sales on that one so far.
Yeah, but it's linked to the same PayPal account, right?
It is the same PayPal account. Yeah.
Yeah. See, so that's probably why. Maybe eBay's taking that into consideration because they know you guys have been on there for a while, and they want to give you guys more time.
I don't know.
They sent me a few emails about it. I've purposely just dragged my feet because I like PayPal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I have a thing that pops up telling me I can like tell them I want to opt in, but I definitely I prefer PayPal just because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Hey, kids deals. Oh, Dawn said she has to sign up by July 15th too. So maybe there's a
July 15th
that they're making people sign up.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
I'm July 15th, so I'll probably do it. I might just pull the trigger and just get it done on on Monday.
I don't see them doing it. Like bigger seller or whatever. They probably have some random, way of doing it. I don't know. You know how eBay is, but you would think they would want to bring a couple big. If they're going to do it like in some type of order, they would want to bring a couple sellers, even bigger sellers, just to see. It transfer over, move over, or mix it up. Because if you moved everyone over, like say, people are doing like $1 billion a month or $100,000 a month, and something goes wrong, and that goes kaput. You know how much money they're losing. You know what I mean? So like they probably want to move X amount of people who make X amount of money a month, so that it's kind of a controlled move. Like where the amount of risk is not devastating to the company, where it's like, okay, eBay's like shut down, or we just lost all these people X amount of money, or we lost all these sales. So they probably just want to do it as like as smoothly as eBay can, let's just say.
Yeah. Sharon, I think they're emailing people. I mean, I might need to check mine because I see a lot of other people here saying July 15th is their deadline.
I got
email. I can show you on a screen share if you'd like.
Yeah.
If you look on your seller's dashboard too,
Yep.
it will show up on there as well, because that's where I get millions of emails from Amazon and everything else. So my emails
Do you
are
use
the worst way to.
Is it seller's overview, like the seller platform thing? Where is it at on that?
If you go to my eBay, then go to selling, and then it should be right in overview. Like mine's at like the bottom.
I don't know if it'll load for me. I'm gonna try.
Mine's like the not the first three at the top, but the second three. And it's like get your business started early. Register now. By the end of 2020, eBay will manage payments for most sellers. Get your business ready early, and register now will notify you before activating your account for managed payments starting in late July 2020. Managed
So
payments
yours
provide
doesn't
sellers
say the July 15th date like everybody's saying they have.
No.
Not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah, they're basically saying that basically like pre-register, and we'll let you know when you get pushed over or whatever. So like to me, like, it's not a big deal either way. Honestly, it might be actually better in a way, because it's not my top thing. Amazon is, even though I like getting the trickle down effect, some instant cash when stuff sells. Like I had some stuff sell today. And if I was getting, like, say, cards like Mosaic, and I just kept hitting store after store and just buying it and walking around like I do Amazon and having it in my cart and selling it, getting paid and buying more cards with that money would be clutch. But whenever you have a couple bigger sales and you don't do as much on eBay, and you get someone to buy something, they pay, and then, oh, I don't want it anymore. And then next, that's $10 or $20 out of, out of your profit from your previous sale that you just dealt with.
Yeah.
So it's like,
pulled up that
I don't do too much.
You want to do?
Let me see if I can. I don't even know if I can.
I'm not too, like, I mean, it is what it is.
Like is it the share screen? Like I see it as a different thing.
Yeah, you just click on the little box.
Yep.
And then make that big. There.
Yep. Perfect. So then it just says, like, reminder. Oh, sorry, I made it big on my side. Reminder: you're required to register by July 15, and essentially, basically, just says there's 3 steps. Verify the information. Provide your checking account. So you need to actually attach a bank account, which I know for some people, like I know some people don't even have a bank account on eBay. They use PayPal as kind of like that. So some people may actually have to go and get a bank account. But it does say you have to register by the 15th to ensure there's no interruptions to your account. So that leads me to believe there might be some kind of late fee, or some kind of maybe even suspension or something. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. They don't tell you exactly what it is, but like there would be some type of interruption from what it says.
Like if you don't sign up.
Yep.
Yeah, mine just here, let me pull this back out. Mine just says the same thing like Lisa was saying hers and Rob's. It says we will email and notify you in my messages when you can register to have eBay manage your payments. By the end of 2020, eBay will manage payments for most sellers. So mine does not have, and then I can click express interest if I want to be pulled in, I guess. So that's what mine says on my payments tab. So I guess I don't have that date.
Yeah, they want me on it ASAP. Damn.
Yeah.
I thought Lonnie.
Depending on how.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say. I thought I had seen some a while back that Lonnie was on managed payments actually. Shed flips. I could be mistaken though.
I think he did his second store. I think.
Yeah, I knew something like that.
Maybe one of them.
Yeah. But like depending on how your business is set up, cash flow. So for some people, it's a huge thing because whatever they make or whatever they got or whatever at the time, they pay bills and other stuff, and they
Mhm.
play things pretty close to the chest, you know. But some people they you know have things set up a certain way. They have good amount of inventory, you know,
Yeah.
so they don't need that money right away. And if you really think about it, your fees are going to be a little bit cheaper too, because you save
Oh,
a
yeah.
0.5%, even though 0.5%
Right.
is only a 0.5%.
Well, that
You
adds
know.
up though.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
adds
mean,
up.
if you do 100, you know, 10,000 a month,
Yeah.
1% is a nice little
It's
little something
a,
in the bank. It's nothing
yeah.
crazy, but it's something, you know.
It's a chunk
And
for
then
sure.
you stay on eBay for 5 years with that 1% or 0.5% or
Yeah.
1% or whatever.
Adds
Right.
up, man.
Yeah,
That could be an employee, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I basically use PayPal as a business account, which has been like detrimental if you ever want to get like a business loan for like a bigger purchase or something, because no bank will look at PayPal. I learned that the hard way, and I actually got a PayPal working capital loan to buy my shed because like the interest was way less than financing the shed.
Yeah.
And I tried to get a traditional one at like 3%, and they said they want to see the bank statements, and like hardly anything ever goes in my bank because I'll leave
Mm.
PayPal, and then when I buy like online estate auctions and stuff, I pay it out of PayPal. So
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
really if I want to show the money, I have my taxes, you know, showing like how much I made,
Mhm.
which might work, but they want to see like monthly statements. So I guess really I'd need to like transfer it all into the bank and then pay for the estate auctions out of the bank instead of PayPal.
Well, that's what I had trouble with. I just recently was looking for a vehicle, and then I bought one. I was trying to go through a dealership, buy something brand new. I make good money at my job, and my credit's always been screwed up all the way since I was young from a prior relationship. But so my credit was bad, but my income was good, like really good, especially for, you know, having that plus the business. So I show them my pay stubs, W-2. They're all excited. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be easy, no problem. Don't worry about it. Like, because my credit's pretty bad, but you know, I'm trying to fix it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but then I have the business money on top, which I did pretty
Yeah.
good on Amazon, then I had eBay. So it was almost like double my work money, which I make pretty good money. And they were like, sorry, but we can't recognize that bank because because like the way that the statement is that PayPal or whatever it's almost like they don't trust like the statement that you print off PayPal to send in. Like it has to be from like a major bank or whatever. And I'm like, why don't you? I mean, like, and I was sending them Amazon statements too to match up. I'm like, look, here it is in my account. And they're like, we can't, the bank won't accept this. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I said,
Yeah.
I have everything legal, like I'm an LLC, you know, I have good income already coming in for my work. I mean, for my job, like the work should just be like, you know, just icing on the cake to make you feel better. Like, give me this loan.
Oh, yeah.
I got
It's a
$6,000
pain
to
in the
put
butt.
down.
Which I
Not like
guess
I'm going
managed
in
payments might fix
or
that though, if it's all going to go
trying to
deposited
put
into your
10
bank
cents
account.
down or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Cause, you know, like I had everything going into like my, like one of my PayPal accounts. Like I was using my bank account like for that and transferring there. And I was using just one thing for the business. So
Yeah.
like they weren't seeing none of that. So I'm going to put everything back in my main like business account. And, I just have it all transferring over there. Like all my eBay stuff goes into that now. Just so basically, I'm like starting a credit of my business's cash flow, basically
Yeah.
showing how much money I got rolling in and everything. So
Just like
I
a
do.
time, like where they physically see it going into the bank.
Yeah, I mean, because they could see all the deposits and all the money coming out. And I was like, look, you could see every transaction I got. I literally printed them
Right.
like a 90-day like thing of just all my stuff, like from like
But they
paying
don't care.
bills.
I had that
Everything
same
else.
thing. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
ended up doing a working capital loan with
exactly.
PayPal.
So if anyone out there is thinking about buying a vehicle and they maybe all their income's eBay or Amazon or a combination, go to a major bank and get something set up. If as long as you're an LLC, they should let you open up a free account, a checking account, a savings account, whatever. So
I don't know who all in the chat is on managed payments. We have over 60 people in here. If you guys are on managed payments, can you answer Leroy's question? Is there a set schedule on managed payments that your money gets transferred over? Or is it like you have to request it like you do with like, I know Amazon does bi-weekly, or you can request it, in between then if you want to as well. But does anybody know?
I think it's just like automatic, like 3 business days or like 2 business days.
So like every day, like if I'm having 10 sales a day, 3 days later, I'm going to automatically get like the money from 3 days before.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm not
Something like that.
sure, but that's kind of what it sounded like from what I've heard people say.
Yeah.
I think I might switch over like a week or 2 early just to kind of like get my feet wet with it. And
Yeah. My thing is, honestly speaking, like for managed payments, I think it's gonna be beneficial for new sellers though, because with new sellers going through PayPal, you could wait up to 21 days to get that first initial capital going.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a little while to get your capital going if you're starting out through PayPal. But if they're going, they're going to be forced into managed payments, so they'll get their money a lot faster initially, and they'll be able to turn it over a lot faster. So for new sellers, I think it's definitely going to help out a bunch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think. Why do you like breakable stuff? Look, show them what you got. Show them.
Like they said, they're starting to have it so you can choose payouts, just like basically like Amazon. Like Amazon, you could pull, every couple of days if you wanted to, as long as you have money and you're available. You know what I mean? And that changes daily depending on what your sales are. So basically, whatever the time period it takes from your money to be, in your eBay account, in your bank account, those first couple of days, is if you do daily sales, that's going to be the hardest couple of days where you're not going to have any money going in there. But you should, from what I understand, you don't have to worry about having to pay for shipping fees, because that just comes off the top of your sale. Yeah. So you don't have to come out of pocket for that. So that won't hurt as bad. And you could do GSP and stuff like that too. So you're not losing not only that.
GSP goes away with managed payments.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
That's pretty sure. I think they've made a way to like make it eligible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they fixed that with the last. From the initial push for the managed payments when they announced it, when they started moving people over or whatever, that was gone. But now they fixed it or whatever, so you can actually.
I started switching over to like direct international shipments on my newer items. I want to see if that makes a difference, because it's going to cost them like half the price and it won't be hard for me. I'm not doing it with big stuff or like my glass.
I do pirate ship, and it has increased my business.
Direct export, right?
It has increased my business easily by 25%, and I don't even do that much on eBay.
Hey, that's crazy. I was gonna ask that because I've done this is like my 3rd time doing the box in a bag method, and it's ridiculous how much savings you get from it. So I told my buddy about it because he's been hesitant. He just died up. He's one of my local buddies. He sells crazy, and I told him about it because all he was doing is USPS and FedEx, and I told him, dude, you need to get your pirate ship account open now. And so yesterday I sent them my dimensions and I sent them the weight, and I said, how much, in the location, I said, how much would you estimate this package costing if you had to ship it out, USPS or FedEx? And he gave me both answers, and I said I just paid $9 and saved myself about $10 using the box in the bag method. So he was like, wow, that's kind of too good to be true. I was like, I understand. I was like, yeah, it is, but when you put it in, they do it for you. I was like, but so he did a little research on it, and he was like, just be careful if you put it in the bag. Make sure you don't like tape it up all nice and neat, because it'll affect something. So I don't know if you guys have had any issues with like using the box in the bag method, and
I normally do tape it up nice and neat just so it doesn't have any snags.
Yeah.
A lot of times too, like the bag provides like waterproofing to the package as well. A lot of times I try to make sure nothing is lifted off. The most important thing is you want to make sure that whatever you're shipping can fit within an 18 by 18 area. So you can buy poly bags specific to that size. I personally, like, I do it so much, like I can kind of like eyeball how to resize it myself. So I get like a little bit bigger of a bag just because I like my boxes to look more pretty.
Yeah.
But yeah, just as long as it's within 18 by 18 within the bag diameter and not the box diameter, it ships at that lower rate.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The bag diameter has to be 18 by 18.
Yeah.
Right.
So but
Not
even if
after
you
it's
tape,
done.
what about when it's taped though? Yeah.
No. It has to be 18 by 18. Just like if I'm holding a bag like this, if you measure it 18 by 18, that is as big as you can put.
Flat.
Okay. Yeah.
Like if you can't, you can't measure it after you tape it down. That doesn't work. It has to be
just
so
when
basically
it's flat before you put it in.
It's probably like an 8 or like a 9 by, I don't know. I can't remember what it was. A lot of the boxes I have now, I don't even have to do a box in a bag. Like they just work for cubic shipping or whatever. So
yeah,
I can't remember what size box fits in a 18 by 18, but I was using, I think it was 16 by 18. So maybe that's probably another reason too. But I do a lot of international on my orders. The one thing that's nice about it, the insurance is cheap. Anything that's more than $50, I put insurance on, and you get $100 in insurance for $1.30.
Yeah.
So, like for example, say you're shipping something that's 2 pounds to Canada, it's $13.95. So what I do is if it's say, $50 or whatever, if it costs $13.95, I charge $15.95, and then I add my $2 for insurance too. So I basically charge $17.95 to ship it to Canada, and then I'm covered with tracking. It ships really quick because it's basically like the first class international is what Pirate Ship told me to put for which service it is. And then, like I said, and you're covered with their insurance. So if a package gets lost, it gets damaged, anything like that, you don't have to deal with any of the nonsense or returns or anything like that. Because I mean, I have my returns totally off for international sales, but we all know how that works. You get an INAD, you get an INAD.
They're gonna make
with the insurance, that you're basically covered on the INAD, because if it's damaged or whatever, okay, keep it. I'll send your money. Just send me pictures. Now send me pictures. I need them pictures. That's the only way I do returns. I'm really strict with my returns. Not that I'm trying to be mean to the customer, but hey, if it's really damaged or whatever, I need just my evidence so I can take care of my ends or whatever. And that's the same with Amazon. Like I do the same thing. Like if a package is missing or they didn't get it, okay, well, or if it's damaged, send me the picture of the box or whatever, or the bag or whatever the case you guys sent it. And so
Sharon was asking Nate, maybe you, since you're doing the Pirate Ship simple export, so with the customs form for mine, it just said like what type of item and the value, and it printed it on the label, right? Like it's not like it's
super
really
simple.
simple.
Pirate Ship will even fill out the label like signature and date too. Like it makes that even easier.
Yeah, like after you put in your dimensions or anything, at the bottom will ask you what type of item. So if it's a shirt, you just put clothing, how many pieces of clothing or how many pieces in a box. You put say 3 or 1. You put how much the items weigh. Like so, if there's 3 items, you just put the total weight of the box again. I don't know why they have you do that, but they want to hear that. And then you put the value of the stuff that was in the boxes, because I just go directly what my eBay sale was, because they do have to pay, some places they have to pay a tax for having stuff shipped in the country or whatever. I just do my eBay cost, And
Do you
that's it.
know if they have to pay? So I actually had somebody ask me this today. They wanted to know if they had to pay tax on it when it arrived. Do you know? I told them I didn't know the answer to that.
It depends on the country. Some countries, I believe, have a certain plateau. If it's over, I do a lot of stuff like, or I'll get offers for a lot of stuff under $20. I don't know if that's the case for everybody, but it seems like in Canada or a couple other places like Australia, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just taking a guess here, but I think it's like a 20 and under plateau before shipping, because I charge basically shipping on top of everything, especially if it's international. So
Right.
if it's under that, I believe it's either very lenient or they don't have to do it. But if Sharon, if you're sending a gift, you could put on there 1 cent, and then this way they pay tax on 1 cent. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Because it would be nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
Yeah, I told these people they'd have to contact, because I don't even, honestly, I don't know where they're at, but they said that sometimes their country made them pay it. So I'm assuming they have to pay, but it's an item that's at like $80. I offered them like 67 plus shipping. So they're probably going to be like 120 all in. But I
Yeah.
don't know, I don't know all the country's taxes and stuff. So I
yeah,
told them they'd have to research that.
yeah, I would just tell them to contact their government and double check, or their post, their rural post or whoever they use.
Yeah.
Summers had a question
I don't
about
know.
shipping.
Huh?
Summers had a question in regards to shipping. She was asking to use Pirate Ship, do you have to use free shipping on Mercari or eBay? And the answer is no to both of those. The nice thing about Pirate Ship, you can import your eBay sales to it directly. Whenever you log in, it'll be an option to either start a shipment, or you can import directly from eBay or whatever other platforms you're on. I don't know if you can do it from Mercari yet. I don't think you can. But as far as that goes, you would just go like you're printing any other label, just take the tracking number and then copy and paste it into Mercari. But you can still charge shipping and just choose to get your own label. So you can choose to do that either way. But eBay is pretty simple, no extra steps.
Appreciate you, bro.
eBay tells you a lot is the cost of doing business, like people shipping back empty boxes. But I like this item is like late 1800s, early 1900s, like a dresser set. It's like some vases and a little tray. So I don't see that they'd pay 120 and then refuse to pay like whatever for it when it gets there. But I think they just want to know how much money they need to have in order to get it. And it's funny, I sent them an offer and they're like, will you accept and hold it till the end of the month? Because I have people not paying for items they bought from me. I'm like, no, I won't. And I told him, I said, like, you can send me the same offer I just sent you when you have money to pay and I'll accept it. They're like, yeah, I understand. I'm like, why would you in the same sentence say people aren't paying you and then ask me to wait, for you to pay me? Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, thing that I try to do on my newer listings, also is I'll say in my description, I know a lot of people probably don't read them, but I always put in there, any international sales, you may be charged a tax upon delivery of your item or whatever.
Yeah, you could bulk edit and add that to all your descriptions, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess, I would assume if eBay is shipping it global shipping program, they would have that same issue, though, right? Because they're shipping it for you.
They build that into the global shipping price for the customer. That's why. That's part of the reason. Yeah, that's part of the reason why GSP is so expensive compared to us doing business directly with them. They kind of miss a step with the taxes because we don't know what everyone's taxes are and everything, and there's no way for us to pay that or whatever, even though that's more or less on the person receiving it.
But do you have all of yours under, do you use global shipping program for some and use the simple export rate for others?
Yeah, I have all mine checked on for global shipping, and then I have them all shipped clicked on for international. Me just shipping it directly, even the
So
bigger
you can
items.
do both?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can
I
give them the
didn't see
option.
on mine where I could add it. I need to check and then definitely
Yeah.
put that, because I get people complaining about the GSP price all the time. But I mean, I know they're charging a fee, probably like those pack and ship places, but they also, if like you said, they're adding the customs in, then people are going to end up paying more than what they're seeing anyways too.
I've had a person buy something off me with GSP once and try to say the box was damaged. eBay paid us both because I'm under GSP protection. They give them some type of crazy GSP protection. And then he bought the same item again, and I really, really made sure that this thing was like ready for war on any type of damage, any type of fraud, whatever you want to do. Like he could have had Anthony and me tap dancing on the thing and bought if you watched our morning show this morning, jumping in from the bins like into the thing, splashing on them. So literally that could have happened, and that package could have not did anything. And then he sent me a message like, excellent packing. You probably I probably put $10 in bubble wrap of like the
There's a whole roll.
Yeah, I was like, I'll add that to my handling next time if you order again. Thanks, appreciate you. But I mean, this way I didn't want to keep having that happen, and I just, I always think I pack good, so I just made sure to extra pack for him again. He said this is a collector's piece. I don't want it damaged. He tried to say a little groove, like I can't even explain it. Like it was a minor imperfection in the box, like minor. And I'm like, this thing is getting shipped from here to all the way to like Germany or something. I'm like, what do you think's gonna happen? Like people are, boxes are gonna get stacked on top of this. People are gonna be throwing them. It's going on planes and boats and who golly knows what else. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna get handled a whole bunch of times. So
hey Kat, I'm right there with D. I still have yet to open up my store internationally. I have all international.
You're missing out on a lot of sales, and it's not much different to do.
And I know it. I know it.
Big money international.
Yeah, I gotta open up the gates, man.
People buy like $10 items international from me.
Yeah.
Like if they can't get it there, they'll pay.
Because the thing that's crazy is Amazon isn't the biggest dog everywhere. Yeah. eBay is the biggest dog in Australia and other places. Yeah. So those people are all from those countries are all on eBay. They want items from over here and clothing from over here because it's American clothing or whatever, or it's American toys or collectibles. Like I sell a lot of different collectibles, toys, and Funkos and stuff like that, and they'll buy them up.
I've shipped a lot of China overseas to like Hong Kong. I shipped like 5 pieces at like $30 to $40 for the piece. They paid $30 to $40 to ship it. And then they came back, and the crazy thing was they bought a second piece. I'm like, why didn't you just ask me to bundle this? I could ship, and they're small pieces. Like I could have shipped them together, saved them, $50 in shipping. I don't know if they wanted to like see if it was going to get there safely before they bought more pieces from the set. It was the same lady, like. But I mean, that kind of stuff sells overseas too. I've shipped quite a bit of like glass in China overseas, and I haven't had anything break at all.
It's like almost like say doing like Facebook Marketplace where you're selling to people in your area or whatever and dealing with that. But then you click on sell to everybody, and it's like now you're shipping to the whole world. Yeah, it's my equivalent of how that kind of is, because Canada shipping, for us to ship to Canada with pirate ship, is cheaper than people sending from Canada to Canada.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which that makes no sense, but because of that, we have a whole new advantage. So if I have toys or whatever that say somebody from Canada that has, maybe he's cheaper, but my shipping is $5 cheaper, he's gonna pay mine and I'm gonna make my good money, and he's gonna be happy because he saved $1 overall. And my stuff comes pretty quick. It usually gets wherever it gotta go in a week. like
Jeez.
total ship time. Like from Canada or Australia, it takes about a week. So
I noticed with like eBay's like the simple export rate, like it's cheaper for me to send out of the country than it is for me to ship to California, which to me is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So, so Richard says something. I just want to answer him.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm probably missing a lot.
No, so even if I turn the GSP option on, which I mean, I consciously turn it off every time. I literally went into my settings when I first started and literally blocked every country from buying from my store. Not only did I do that, I blocked Canada, I blocked Hawaii, and I blocked Alaska. So I'm only in mainland United States.
Hawaii a lot.
Yeah, I've sold a few things to Alaska and Hawaii and Puerto Rico a lot.
That GSP will take away all the risk of international shipping.
Yeah, GSP's
you
like
get it to Kentucky. It doesn't matter if the thing is smashed to a million pieces. eBay's going to take care of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
The only time they don't, and I've only had it happen once, was an item not as described. And I think they bought like a dog training collar, like one of the shot collars. And I think they were replacing theirs. And then they're like, oh, I don't have the box. I'm like, well, I'm not accepting your return without the box. And then they never shipped it. And I got eBay to close it. So they didn't ship it. I got my money. I mean, it ended up okay. But then it was brand new in the box. And they're like, oh, it doesn't work. And I'm like, no, like. And on a $150 international sale. Red Cardinal, I don't exclude any countries. Do you guys exclude any countries?
Yeah, I do all of them.
I am. I have a business worldwide.
Yep.
If I have any worries of a country like maybe having a little bit of issues with their postal service or whatever, that's when you just pay the $1.30 for the insurance and you have no worries. Oh yeah, or GSP, but I mean, very rarely do it. I have it checked on, and I do direct. And like I said, I probably have 2 GSPs in the last year because of that. Yeah. And other than that, the one time when that guy I think knew with GSP, he had a little extra leeway with getting free stuff or scamming. So he did it again, and I stopped it or whatever. But other than that, like I had nobody pick GSP because the prices are so like out of this world. They're expensive.
Yeah, I've started like all the new stuff I'm listing, I'm putting it direct. And I didn't see where mine will allow me both. I really didn't. I need to double check. But like my new store, I don't have GSP as an option. Like my new store won't allow me to offer GSP. And then like my main store, I can do like the 2 shipping options for local, like for, I can tell them USPS or FedEx. And then I think I can only do GSP or direct. I don't think it'll let me turn both on. Maybe only on the computer. Do you guys list on the computer or do you do that from your phone?
Yeah, it doesn't give you the option on the phone. I list on the phone.
That's why.
To add that, I have to actually go in. It's an extra step.
Definitely.
On the computer, though, it's super easy to do both.
But I could probably bulk edit like all of them and add the direct international.
Well, see, the thing is, like with pirate ship, if it's 1 pound or a half pound, 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, and up to 4 pounds. So if it's 4 pounds even and down, you can use that special simple export rate. If not, then you're back to using pirate ships, other fees or maybe even eBay, whoever's cheaper type thing. So what I do is for that, like if it's 4 pounds, like exactly 4 pounds packed and lighter, I'll go based off those prices for all GSP and stuff like that. But if not, if it's like 4.1 or higher, then I have it do calculated or I might even start looking into doing some of eBay's prices or whatever that they did on the heavier ones that are heavier.
Yeah, I don't have very many items that are over 4 pounds. That's pretty rare for me.
Yeah, I really don't either, especially now that I sold that Atari and then had that get smashed. So that was probably my last like heavy one. But
I
Yeah, I
have
mean,
like my bedding stuff from the Macy's palette, but other than that, I think everything's pretty light.
yeah, I mean, I suggest it to everyone. I mean, honestly, it's really easy to do. You have the insurances, just make sure to get it. It's not like priority where you get $100 for free right off the top. You have no insurance with pirate ship, so that's why I always like, if it's something cheap, you don't want to add it or you don't want to put it in for it, then don't incorporate it in your price and just pass it to pass it savings to your buyer to help you get a bit more sales or quicker sales. But if it's something that it's going to sting a little bit if it comes back lost or broken or whatever, put that extra $2 in or $1.30 in, because it's $1.30 for every 100, and you're covered.
Will they? Do you know it? Will they cover like if it's lost without insurance?
Mm-hmm.
Because like I've shipped, I think one of the last things I shipped was like a stuffed animal, global shipping. Like that's not going to get broke,
Right,
and it's like
right.
under 2 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a expensive, stuffed animals, which are definitely are some collectible ones that are worth some money, then you would basically do that for that purpose only. But in any other work,
they were like cheap. They were under $50.
Yeah, if they're under $50, I probably wouldn't add it in because that would be a small chance thing, because you're getting tracking almost everywhere, so you're covered with it. You know what I mean? For till it gets delivered and everything. I haven't had anything not have tracking all the way to the door. So you still get that, you still see that data of it getting shipped along and where it's at and all that stuff, and then you see it delivered, and once that thing's delivered, you're in good shape.
Good to go.
Should be good shape.
Yeah, I know, Richard. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna get on it for real. I mean, I don't know why I've waited so long to do it, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a game changer, because I mean, let's face it. I mean, there's more platforms opening up. There's more competition than ever now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's more stuff everywhere. Macari's and Poshmarks and everything. Like, international is a whole separate base that you can't get with Macari. You can't get with eBay. Or I'm sorry, not eBay. Poshmark.
Mm-hmm.
You can somewhat get some on Amazon, but you have to kind of finesse it. But that's a whole different ball game. That's a whole big side of the world that we usually don't get to make sales to. So there's that. There might be a little bit different of money. It might be a pound, or I don't know what any others are, but it all can get converted into hard cash.
Yeah, I know it. I know. I've definitely been slipping. Yeah, I know, Sharon. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
We all invited you here, Calvin, and we did not tell you why.
Yeah, I know it. I'm figuring it out now. I'm just starting to figure it out.
It's on camera.
Prepared. Yeah, I know. It's all.
And there are 50 people backing us up.
It's all been documented, for sure.
It is documented.
Definitely.
I'd be interested. Nikki said that they don't ship to a few countries. I'd be interested to know which ones and why. I have never blocked any, and I don't intend to, but I'd be interested in knowing which ones they're blocking and what their reasons for that are.
Look, Flips Finds Fun says $200 going out international. That's huge.
Look, Calvin, that's $200 you could have sold.
That's bonus money. Like, that's honestly, like, that's the way I look at it. Anytime, like, for example, I had no sales for like 3 or 4 days on eBay. Then all of a sudden, I had international going on every day, and I'm like, that stuff would be still sitting on my shelf. You know what I mean? Collecting dust, and have me get mad at and pull my beard hair at. But that's turned into money, and that's awesome. You know what I mean? So.
I did not ever find Posy. Posy is probably in some postal worker's home.
Oh yeah.
USPS paid me for Fozzie, so it's good.
Speaking of international, I literally just as we're sitting here, just made a sale
International sale.
to the You probably can't see it, but it's to the UK.
Yep, I see it. I see it. I see it.
Kelvin,
to the UK.
you see what's all going around you right now. I mean,
Yo.
if I get one, it's real trouble. But I doubt I will. But you know what I mean. Just trying to.
I feel like since Saturday. When did we do? Yeah, since Saturday, garage selling on Saturday. Nate telling me I need to hop on Amazon. Then going to
I didn't get to Amazon.
then
on Amazon though.
Tim and Cernak telling me, hey, you need to get on Grailed immediately.
Mm.
Now everyone's telling me I need to open up my damn international shipping. I'm slacking. Straight slacking.
Lone
No,
Star,
I
I
mean-
don't know that there's any platform that's better protection. People return stuff on Amazon, they return it on eBay, they can scam you and send the fake stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know that there is I don't know that there that's just a chance you take, and luckily 90% of the people are honest and you don't run into it that much, but it happens. Kathy, we were saying earlier, it's really simple. If you're doing it on Pirate Ship, you just have to type in what type of item, or if there's multiple, and you just put the value, and Pirate Ship fills it out for you, and it's all on a single label. You don't have to do anything else. You slap that label on and you're done. It's really easy.
The one thing I do want to give a disclaimer about doing international stuff is that certain countries do not allow certain products into their country, which some make no sense. Say for example, Italy. I think it's leather or clothing or something like that. I think it's leather.
Dude, I remember watching one of Lonnie's videos one time, and there's one country that won't allow trumpet music in their country.
Damn.
That's crazy. They ban trumpet music.
What?
Canada won't let you ship baby stuff up there, certain stuff like baby strollers or something like that. There's certain stuff,
I guess.
Well, yeah,
certain things. It's really I think bubble gum at one country is not allowed. So honestly,
Don't
just
get drunk in California.
if you've never done it before, if you go onto there's FedEx's website and USPS's website, they have a list of stuff that's banned in countries. You can search that country before you ship, and then you can just type in or look for the country or the territory. You look and see if your item is on that list. If it's not, you'll have no problem shipping it. So you don't have nothing to worry about that, because that is the one thing. For me, I've shipped to Australia, I've shipped to Canada, I've shipped to Russia, I've shipped to Germany, I shipped to a bunch of different places. So some of the stuff is just I'm used to it. I kind of already know some of the things. So it's just like anything else. You have to kind of learn as you go. And sometimes I even spot check myself because things change. You know what I mean? Because that's one thing that would stink. You send a really super nice leather coat to Italy, $500 coat. You got the insurance on it. Everything's good. You're protected. The next it's oh, well, this is not allowed in the country. Well, they basically take that item and seize it, and you ain't getting the item back. It's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
There might be a slim chance they might send it back, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't hold your breath. But I will tell you all that.
Hey,
Yeah,
Nate.
Tracy's saying the leather to Italy, perfume to France, but really perfumes anywhere because you're not supposed to ship alcohol air anywhere.
Damn. Hey, Nate, I always wanted to ask you, man. Did you get your name from Rick Ross?
I like rap music a lot.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I used to just have my regular name, my first last name went on YouTube. And this was before I made videos, and I was like, I'm gonna make some videos. I'm trying to think of a name, some type of catchy thing or whatever. I'm like, every day I'm hustling. I'm like, I was like, that is like the best name in the world, because like it kind of goes with what I am and what I do, because I work and then I do it. I like rap music. It's a nice little catchy. You know, I like Ask Anthony. Someone in a card room was like, "Where's every day I'm hustling at?" And he'll sing like every day I'm hustling. And he'll sing it. So like, yeah, that's cool. Like, you know, now I kind of stick out to some people just because they connect with me because of the song. But I'll tell you what, the having to fight Rick Ross to be seen in the search ranks, that was rough.
Yeah,
that was rough. Like if you type in that, I'm not first or second, but I'm fifth. I'm fifth now.
Hey, that's good.
He's a solid.
Before I would tell people to search my name or whatever, and they'd be like, I scrolled about 25 minutes and we still
couldn't find it.
Rick Ross
and we couldn't find it. So
Jennifer, I have a favor.
Every day on eBay or whatever else.
So I am live tomorrow night on Primetime Treasure Hunter. I'm in Thrift Battle against Flippin' Hippos tomorrow at 9 p.m. Jennifer, can you find that link for me? I think Dom already made like the link to the page. So we'll see. I don't know if it's me against Flippin' Hippos. So I still haven't picked my 5 items yet.
Hey, explain the rules, because I didn't quite understand it again.
So like my understanding is, and from the ones that I've watched, like I'll pick like 5 items, and I think there has to be, or it's either 4 or 5 or 6. And then like I show it and like say what I paid for it and what I expect to get for it. And then like the people in the chat, Dom sets up like a website and you go vote. Like whether you like my item better or you like Flippin' Hippo's item better. And then at the end, whoever like has the most likes wins. And I guess it like you move on to a further round. And I asked him, because it's called a thrift battle, like I don't thrift very often, you know, I get mostly like online estate auctions and stuff like that. So he said I could like whatever, you know, way I get my stuff is fine. So I'm gonna decide like Flippin' Hippos. Thank you, Richard. Flippin' Hippos does a lot of plush and clothes.
Yeah.
Like I don't have it. Like all my big plush sold, so I don't like as far as going like head to head as far as that. I don't have big plush. So
you gotta.
The person who goes first has like the disadvantage, so I need to go second. But I think he like does like a random like pick a 1 through 10 on who goes first, and you don't want to go first because you want to know like what they show, so you know like what you need to bring up, you know, to beat their item.
It's not something that has to currently be listed.
I don't think it matters, but I think most of my stuff that's cool is already listed, because if I really like it, I'm gonna list it fast, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I think it's gonna sell good. So yeah, I think Red Cardinal, I think I'll do at least one of my Hawaiian shirts. Like I already sold 2 for over $100 each in less than a week. So I probably will do one of them. I figured a variety though. I was talking to someone earlier and they said like stuff that people like that if you feel you could find it, you'd be more likely to vote for it. Like if I bring stuff that like they don't have a chance of really finding, you know, like I guess it's like the coolest because it's not like by most profit or whatever. Like the audience decides like who has the best item in that round. Like so it's like they show an item, I show an item, you vote.
So you know how they have those like I don't know, like America's Got Talent or whatever, and they'll do like the voting, like the judges vote, and then the voices of the viewer votes. Is that how this are to like who has the best thrift or America's Best Thrifter, basically?
Yeah, that's how it is, and like it supposedly like. So Summers is saying they seem to pick the coolest thing. And I haven't watched enough of them to know like if it's like more And I know I hear Dom say like it's not supposed to be a popularity contest. Like Flippin' Hippos has like 7,000 subs. So they definitely have got me. Like, I don't know how many of their people are going to come. And I know it's not supposed to be that, but I'm sure some of that kind of gets, I would assume some of it's going to get mixed in, you know, like if you like the people more, you're going to be, I would think, but I should show a wicker basket, Sam. Like my newfound thing.
I got hats, Cat got wicker baskets.
Like, I mean, who would have thought of friggin' wicker basket? Like, I like, there's so many of them for like 50 cents, a quarter, $1, like, and it sold in 2 hours. Like, Marie's telling me to watch the one with Alex and Noelle, or Donna and Courtney, so I've watched a few of them, but I haven't watched those, so I have to figure it out. Hopefully work won't be crazy, because if work's crazy, like that's the thing. I didn't have time to go thrift for this. I was supposed to go in August and somebody canceled. So Dom's like, hey, can you be on next week? I'm like, can I bring stuff I already have? Because I don't have time to go, you know, like look for stuff. Bye, SSK. Hey, flippin' accountant.
So you don't win by who has the most valuable stuff. So whoever like has the highest
whoever's
it's by
the
vote.
coolest.
Like they have like a website that you go like vote.
Well, that's kind of like a unfair, right?
You better bring some Ninja Turtles and some
I don't have no Ninja Turtles.
You just bought online. I'm sure Anthony
I'm bringing that. Courtney brought a leg. Leg.
Leg?
Leg.
So like a chair or like a prosthetic?
No, I think she means like a human leg, like a prosthetic. I don't have any of those laying around either.
Yeah, I'm all out of those right now.
Might be able to borrow some from work, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. See who my patients are.
May or may not be a
can I borrow that? I'll bring it back tomorrow. Yeah, so Richard, I was about to give them away, and that's what Calvin, I think you froze up. Oh, you're back. I was gonna give them away, and I just looked it up. It's Josh, those vans you gave to me, I didn't thrift them. Those are to go on my feet. I have to sell. Josh sent me some really cool vans because I liked them. I saw them in the video. I'm like, I want me.
Hey, who's Sam talking about? Send who a copy of NCAA? Cat?
Yeah, but it needs to be here by tomorrow.
I would have gave you mine, but I already sold it, so I can't give it to you.
I saw that.
It was kind of a letdown because you look for something like for so long, and then you're like, I finally found it. All right, now kind of missed it.
Calvin is frozen.
What? Again?
Nope, you're back now again. How is it your internet going out, not mine?
I don't know. Crazy. You know what? I know my boy's playing Fortnite, but and I'm streaming something. I don't know, man. We got good internet though. Maybe it's not that good.
Summers, I think it was 2014 that NCAA that Calvin sold, right? Calvin, was it 2014?
2014.
Yep, 2014. Yep, NCAA 2014. And I got 13 and 12. I bundled that up, so that's still listed.
Yeah, like none of my video games I have are like cool enough to. So if you guys think of something cool you see me show that I picked up, tell me. Message me on Instagram. I think I have 3 things. I know 3 things, so I need like 2 or 3 more things, and I need to pick them tonight because I'm gonna be like rushing home from work and have to get straight on camera. I'm not gonna have time to look tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to look here.
This is what you should
I think he sold it for $150. Didn't it sell for $150, Calvin? The NCAA?
Yeah, $149 free ship.
What are you showing, Nate?
Some Zion.
Oh, what happened?
Whoa, wrong
What happened?
What
Damn.
happens when you floss on someone's channel?
You got a
I'm
Zion
just trying to help her.
and a
Little
Luca.
Zion, little Luca.
Zion and
Little
Luca.
Luca, nah.
How long?
Little 9 action.
Who'd you get graded by? Beckett.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
long
the
was the
best,
whole?
you know.
How long was the process for you to get to send your cards in and get them back? How long did that take?
Oh, I haven't done that yet. These were I bought these like this.
Got you. I forgot.
Yeah, sometimes, like, for example, sometimes it's better to snipe and get them already graded, and it saves you all that time and and some money, because they raised the prices to even on the cheaper end, like $15. Like if you send in 100 cards, they raised it to $15 a card. So
I don't even know how I rotated that.
It's probably because you took Nate
Anthony's
down.
back.
Oh, because I took him out. But like, I'd rather be in this corner with my little wrong side with my little nurse slipper thing. Anyway.
Yeah.
Rather than being on somebody else's
clearer
side.
down here.
Huh?
It's a little clearer down this corner. You're a little clear over here in the corner.
Really?
Yeah.
Nate, you look good down there in my shadow, bud.
What? I'm over here sipping margaritas and all this Amazon money in the beach. I got a hoodie on. It's like 90 degrees, but I got a hoodie on out here.
Man got his Corona. Got a Corona.
All right, guys, I'm gonna start wrapping up because I gotta go find stuff. Jennifer or Richard, will somebody drop Primetime Treasure Hunter again? You guys come hang out with me tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully you'll watch me win. If not, you can be support for me as I lose. One or the other, whatever. I'll let everybody say bye. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out and watching with me. Yeah. I'll have a sold video up tomorrow. I shipped out like $550 one day, so I recorded that and I'll put that out tomorrow. And yeah, so definitely subscribe to everybody, and the links are down in the description for everybody's channel.
So greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, just want to say thank you so much for having me, Nate, on. It was an honor and a privilege.
I appreciate it. I need to come on with you guys. I just never, I don't know.
Well, I know how crazy it is being a nurse because my wife is both a nurse and a flipper as well. So I totally understand. So let us know when you're free and we'll make time for you whenever.
Yeah, Nate told me, and I just like it. So I haven't been on anybody else's except for random like hopping on. Like I hopped on Dapper Tiger today walking through the yard. You know what I mean? But not like playing for a while. I haven't been on other channels for a while. So hopefully, like maybe one day next week. I don't know what you guys have going on, or the week after. Just tell. I work Wednesday, Thursday. So Monday's normally crazy for shipping. So probably like a Tuesday or Friday would probably be best for me. Whatever you guys have open.
Yeah, I'm not organized enough to plan beyond a week, so I'm completely open both of those weeks. I can't speak for Nate.
I tried to plan ahead because I got Joey Bada Bing to come on the show next week on the 30th, and I thought it was going to be on my channel, and how the days, I don't know. It got screwed up that week. Okay. No, you know what I mean. Like I thought I was
Calvin on too, because everyone's requesting a little Kelly Hustle action on the morning show.
Right. You just gotta let us know.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let us know.
All right, subscribe to everyone. Bye, guys. Thank you for hanging out.
Peace.
I appreciate everybody. It. I will try and end this. I don't know if I can, Calvin. What do you have? Are you showing? It won't let me hit in broadcast.
Eastern, Monday through Friday.
Hey.
You got to keep dancing, Calvin.
Hey.
Hustle.
I want to see some of your moves, Nate.
Nate can dance if he wants. He said
you can dance.
I got cards.
Make it rain.
Oh yeah, your football cards. I'm trying.
There he goes. Hey man, I was gonna pick a few of those up yesterday.
I got